Hello and happy Tuesday. My name is Michael Leeserman here with the Trial Guide's Tip of the Day. The date is December 10th, 2024, and our tip today comes from Rick Friedman's book, Polarizing the Case, Exposing and Defeating the Malingering Myth. You do not want witnesses crying and carrying on in emotional ways. Jurors are rightly very suspicious of attempts to manipulate them with emotional testimony. You are not scripting a television show. You are trying to win a trial. The more matter-of-fact the witnesses are, the better. Yeah, this is worth talking about. I would say, yes, I agree with this. I guess I'd give it a qualified agreement. And I'd also say that we all change. Rick has changed over the years, always been a very successful trial lawyer. And I know he's changed and adapted. So I'm curious, he's on some of these tips of the days. I'll interview him and I'm going to ask him about that, if that's mellowed out, his views changed on that at all. I would say absolutely that as plaintiffs' lawyers, we come in and jurors are suspicious. And if we start with emotional testimony, oh my God, this injury was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I can't cope with this. The pain is unbearable. People crying, even if that's true, it meets that expectation that we're going to be pulling at the heartstrings. So in that way, yes, I absolutely agree. Is there a time for emotional testimony? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think especially in wrongful death cases, especially if it's the spouse of an injured person or the family of an injured person. And it can be the injured person too. As long as it's not whining and complaining, even if they have every right to whine and complain, it can still be emotional. It can be very emotional, their journey to overcome the challenges that they face. So I would not give a blanket rule that you don't want emotional testimony. I'd say be careful of it. We're in a trial, not scripting a TV show. Yeah, and that's more and more what jurors expect. I think they always have, and I think they more and more do, a story. So there is a way in which it's a television show. It's a production that we're putting on. And I think emotion's important. Be careful of it. I think lawyers tend to overdo it. So this is an important topic and good advice. And great trial lawyers might do this very differently. Rick, I think, leans toward not having emotion. I lean toward having emotion in the right places. And we both had successes. So it's something worth considering. And what's clear is you never want to do something that comes off as being showy or over-emotional, or that you're just putting this on to try to tug at the heartstrings. Now, if it turns out that the truth, that the matter of fact is emotional, right? Don't be emotional, be matter of fact. Well, what if the matter of fact, and I think of a case I have right now, that my son and daughter-in-law and their unborn child were killed when a truck driver on drugs crossed the center line. My whole life has been taken from me. Well, that testimony is going to be emotional. The matter-of-factness will be emotional. So take that in. I'm curious what you think about this. I'd love to have a dialogue because I think there's something important here, and I'm curious, how do you do it? Do you agree, disagree with Rick, with me? Have you had great trial results where there was a lot of emotion and where there's no emotion? Love to hear more. Let's take a deep breath together and just be grateful to be alive this Tuesday. May the work that we do today help reduce suffering in the world. May it help reduce suffering in our lives. May we be kind to ourselves. May it help reduce suffering in our clients' lives and in everyone's lives. May we fiercely and compassionately advocate for our clients' causes. I'm going to ring a bell 3 times now. Let this take you to whatever place is sacred to you, a place of meditation, of prayer, or just let the sounds wash over you and remind you it's Tuesday. Go out, do good things, and have fun while you're doing it.